So Carrie keeps coming home every day from cop class. The overwhelmingly consistent thought she keeps telling me is that she is afraid that being engulfed into this cop world, that it will change the way she looks at people. And it will change the way she sees the world. It's not just Carrie coming up with these thoughts. The professors and teachers are telling her the same thing. It will change you. You'll see the world differently. If you know me at all, you know I'm a visual learner. Here's average. Most people are average, somewhere in here. And then you got these lines here. These people are the outliers. So let's say most people are here in the middle, right? And let's say this is how you see the world, and this like positive and negative, it kind of fluctuates back and forth. And then once you become a cop, you start seeing more of the negative. You see the crime, you see the hate. And then it's what the cops are talking about is they start living over here more. And this is how they start to feel the world, or see the world. They see it in a negative way. But you can have the other side too. You can live over here, you know, in positive. You could work for a charity. Now, is one better than the other? I'm not really sure. I think here is probably the safest. So if you're exposed to hate, right? If you start here and you're exposed to hate, it's going to bring over here. It's going to make you see the world, and it's going to bring you over here. And then you're going to see hate, breed hate. But same is true for the other way. Like most of you, I go on Facebook and it kind of freaks me out. People are fighting. They're divided. Shit's hitting the fan. And I keep thinking about this thing with Carrie. Hate can breed hate, love can breed love, and you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with the most, which is your environment. And there's a lot of research talking about how your environment dictates your social decisions and how you view your perceptions and how you view the world. One day she just said, I know I'm going to be going into these situations and people are going to hate me. Nobody usually calls the cops because they want to say thank you. There's always something wrong. And then she kind of stopped for a minute and looked back, and she just said something like, or I can look at it that they called us because they need help and they trust us. And that's it. She was being pulled over to this hate side, realized there was also a love side. They need to work together. And I always go back to this thing Caroline White told me one time, was those bombings that happened in Boston, and everyone was like, it's guns, it's this, there's so much hate, we need to punish them, we need to do this, blah. And she just calmly said, I try and teach my boys to look for the heroes. And talking to Carrie, I think it's a lot like that. You're going to be called in these situations. Nobody usually calls the cops for good things. You have to remember you're helping. Most people call you because they trust you, and that's a big thing. This is what's going on through my head. This is what my head does. It takes these things and tries to make sense of it. Because it doesn't make sense right now. Everyone's freaking out about shit. And I'm torn because I feel like I have to choose one or the other. When in reality, we need them both. Life's meant to be experienced and curiosity will trust. Life's meant to be experienced and curiosity will get you there. It's probably a good idea not to take any advice from some guy who has the word bananas written on his shirt. See you next week. Tomorrow. See you tomorrow, not next week. I'm losing my mind. Bye.